Rangers completed their second pre-season game of the season yesterday. We're here to review it, report it, recap it, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was behind closed doors. It wasn't exactly in front of an actual crowd or anything, but it was against Barnsley. It was one each. And if you want to see the highlights of the game, Rangers have posted it on Twitter. Obviously, there was a bounce game against TNS. So is this the third pre-season game? I honestly, I just prefer pre-season games, right? That are in an actual stadium with actual fans and it's televised. To me, that's a pre-season game. See this behind closed doors pish. I mean, I understand it, right? And I can appreciate the footage of these matches being released because it gives you something to talk about. But yeah, it's just weird, man. I would rather that been on Rangers TV or something, but it wasn't. But the starting 11 did consist of this: Butland, Tav. God, it feels like a long season when they're the first two names on the team sheet. Aarons, Suter, Rothwell, Diamonde, Asgard, Doyle, Dejiga, Gentles, and Curtis. So pretty inexperienced front line. Kieran Doyle in there, by God. What did we do to deserve that? Rothwell and Diamonde, that's an interesting centre of the pitch with Kieran Doyle. Then of course Dejiga and Suter are your centre backs. So I believe Aarons is playing left back, which is interesting. But yeah, pretty inexperienced front line. But we'll talk about it. I watched the highlights and I took as many as important notes as I could. Now bear in mind there was no commentary, there was no graphics. I believe there was also no names on the back of shirts, right? So if I get anybody mixed up, that's not my problem, pal, because it's hard to tell, man, when there's just numbers and no names or whatever. And obviously, the players that have played for Rangers before, you recognise them. The Tavs, the Butlands, the Raskins, the Diamondes. It's easier to recognise them than the new boys, but we'll get into it. So, game begins. Midfield loses possession of the ball pretty much straight away. Shocker there. Butland is forced into a good save. Really good save, man. He gets down to his right hand side. Strong right hand. Prevents him being 1-0 Barnsley. We'll take that every day of the week. We then get a shot away. It was like connected on the volley here. I'm not quite sure who it was, so I've just written down good shot from Rangers. But the next guy was definitely number 52, and that was Finlay Curtis, who, tell you what, man, he's beginning to get a few games now here. Is this guy going to be starting for Rangers come Panathinaikos in a couple of weeks? No, I don't think he will be, but hopefully it's a breakout season for him. If it doesn't work out for him at us this season, hope he gets a loan. He's looking alright. Then it's more than what can be said for certain people, man. We'll put it that way. Number 6 gets it. Hold on here. Number 6 for Barnsley. He skins a few people, cuts in on his left foot, and almost curls it in. Again, piss poor defending. At this point, you'd Russell Martin screaming, "Wake up! Wake up!" Like a shitey alarm clock or something. But that was half time. Again, not an awful lot happening. More did happen in the second half, to be fair. There was 5 subs, though, at the beginning of this second half. Fernandez, Barron, Rice, Danilo, and Raskin came on for Asgard, Rothwell, Gentles, Dejiga, and Suter. So, yeah, a bit of a mix between old and new players coming off and coming on here. But we'll get into it. So, Kieran Doyle. Why is he on the pitch? I actually don't know why he's on the pitch. I'll be fair. In my notes, I've wrote shite Doyle finds Danilo. It was actually a decent run for Kieran Doyle. But in my opinion, he's still shite. Danilo misses a decent opportunity here. Speaking of another decent opportunity, he misses an open net. And at this point, I'm sitting here thinking, is this guy cutting the mustard? I don't think so. Then more substitutions are in the 60th minute. So Kelly, Cameron, Hutton, Yefty, Barami, and Cortez come on for Butland, Tav, Aarons, Curtis, Diamonde, and Doyle. Well, I say come on for Doyle. I don't know exactly what moment, at what timestamp the actual moments happened, but obviously Kieran Doyle was involved in this. So essentially, him and Diamonde are playing some pretty good football. And he flicks it around the corner to Diamonde, who puts it in, 6-yard box. Danilo gets a tap in. Really good work for Kieran Doyle. I believe it was Kieran Doyle. I'm 90% sure it was Kieran Doyle, so fair play to him. It was good delivery for Diamonde. Decent finish for Danilo, but like I said, he's missed like 2 good chances prior in the game, and I like my strikers to take them on the first ask. Tav then had a cross, whipped in. Raskin tries to get his head on it. ends up being saved. Then what happened? There was one more opportunity for us. Dio shoots over. We're passing about at the back. Fernandez, the 6'5" giant, just passes straight to a Barnsley guy. Now, to be fair to him, he's trying to find Tav. And Tav, I don't know if this is it a mixture of both? I don't think it's 100% Fernandez's fault. I look at this and see, you know what? This has screamed to me that Tavernier's legs are done, as well as Fernandez can't pass a ball. Again, it's a friendly. I'm not going to make too much here, but it was pretty poor for both of them. Maybe some people will say I've got a Tav agenda, but for me, he could have got onto this if he tried a wee bit harder. But they make it 1-each. Don't know who scored for Barnsley, quite frankly. Don't give a fuck. And that is it. Rangers won. Barnsley won. Good to get minutes in the legs, I suppose. But, you know, it should have been a 1-0 win. But big mistake at the end and we draw 1-each. Fuck. Not like that hasn't happened before in recent history. Anyway, Rangers won. Barnsley won. Not really any transfer news. Gazima. He's no announced Sheffield Wednesday. What the fuck he's waiting on? Come on, guys. Get it announced. Sign the paperwork. And I'll talk about it here on the channel. But yeah, that's it. I bet there was a lot of people that might be seeing this game be like, what, there was a game on? Might even think it was on the day. It kind of went under the radar. But like I said, I just prefer my pre-season friendlies when they're actually televised and got a bit of commentary and people in the stadium. But yeah, beggars can't be choosers, man. It's July, folks. Early July. Any football's good football. So till next time, peace.